Hi Beatrice, thank you so much for writing in. Oh, sounds like you've got a classic Beagle there, always thinking with their stomach. Now, enough time has passed that I would say that the chicken wings she's eaten probably won't cause an acute issue, but as cooked bones tend to be more fragile and more likely to splinter, there is still a chance that they could damage the lining of the stomach or the intestines. So we really do need to keep a close eye on her. If she stops eating, if she starts vomiting, or if she stops producing any feces, then you need to phone your vet urgently. You might see some blood coming out in her feces or in the diarrhea, and that can be because of some damage to the intestinal lining or just because of the inflammation. So long as she's bright and well in herself and it's not a huge amount of blood, this is fairly expected given the situation. Over the next couple of days, it's really important to feed her very small, bland meals only and making sure she's got plenty of access to water. If she seems uncomfortable or bloated in her abdomen, she needs to get to the vet as soon as possible. My biggest worry with Bella is a condition called pancreatitis. Now, I've included some links at the bottom here for you to have a bit of a read. This is a disease that can affect any dog, but one of the biggest triggers is gastrointestinal upset and eating rich foods that cause inflammation. Pancreatitis can be extremely painful and can even be fatal, so it's not something that should be taken lightly. Signs of pancreatitis include vomiting, lethargy, abdominal pain or abdominal bloating and noise, diarrhea and fever. Dogs with pancreatitis often need to be hospitalised so that they can receive intravenous fluid therapy, pain relief and anti-nausea medication. And dogs with a history of pancreatitis need to be kept on bland, low-fat food permanently to avoid any future flare-ups. So when it comes to Bella, I would be very careful about leaving anything tempting lying around where she could possibly get to it, and because the more often this happens, the greater her risk of pancreatitis becomes and the worse those outcomes will tend to be. So I want you to keep a really close eye on her over the next 48 to 72 hours and keep her quiet and rested until we know she's in the clear. If you'd like to talk to a vet about what's going on, you can book an online consultation with one of our vets at pangovet.com. And of course, be sure to reach out to your own vet if you're at all worried about Bella's condition. Hopefully, she will make a full recovery, but we don't want her suffering from anything like an intestinal obstruction or pancreatitis. So it's always best to err on the side of caution. And if you're worried, please do reach out and speak to your vet. Good luck.